Alright, go.
What's up, YouTube? It's your boys back at it with another video. I'm RJ.
James.
So today we're going to be talking about 10 specific things in no specific order that we have learned while operating a successful business, we think. So I don't know about you, but running a business in any realm is very, very difficult. We learned a whole bunch of new things. As you could tell from our last video we did a couple months ago, around this time last year, we opened up advice to you on opening up a sneaker store. Now, in general, that was a long time ago. Even then, we were still fresh and new with all of this. And I would say now, we're probably at our peak on our level of how much we know from business aspects of things. So I don't know if James wants to open it up with one of his first things that he can state that he's learned while operating a business, and then we'll just go back and forth. So
Again, this is in no particular order. It's just 10 things that we want to help either if you're just a reseller that's reselling on the street or a business owner.
Any type of entrepreneur, really.
One thing that I learned that RJ helped me on was don't get caught up in the hype. What I mean by don't be getting caught up in the hype is your shop does not have to have every single hype shoe. And I'm talking about whether it's like Travis Scott's, Off-White.
Yeah, he says that, but
You know what I
little
mean?
does he know he wants to be buying like 10 of these come release date.
Something like this, like, yeah, it's cool to have, but you don't need 20 pairs of these, because you got to remember when these drop, we were paying around $1,000 to $1,100.
That's about what market was.
And we sell them for $1,400 to $1,500. So you got to remember, you're spending $1,000 to $1,100 just to make $200 profit, $300 profit. When you can buy a Panda, or you can buy,
a military black, an
infrared, something like this that we pay almost close to retail,
basically under retail sometimes.
Yeah, and we make $100 to $150 off of it, right?
Even if it's $70, $80, think about how many times we would sell this shoe over that shoe in the course of a month.
I can buy, 5 of these, make more money instead of just buying one hyped item like a Travis Scott. Like I said, yeah, it's cool to have, don't get me wrong, we have it. But if you're starting a business and you're starting to resell, you don't need to go for stuff like this.
Don't go for the Grand Slam right away. Granted, sometimes I'm sure some of you watching might have hit that Grand Slam where you bought this and you make a quick $300-$400 same to next day. But from a business aspect, and here at a store, we've had 3 of these sitting here for almost 2 months. Probably since they came out, we probably have a compare it to.
That's $3,000.
Meanwhile, we're selling like 20, 30 of these a month. You know
That's
what I mean?
$3,000 that we're holding on to. Yeah, it's good to sell. Yeah, don't get me wrong. It's good to sell. It's eye candy for our customers to come in, see it in the glass display case. And yeah, it brings people in here, but you don't need stuff like this. You really don't. Another example of stuff like this that is pretty much, we get these like at $100. $100 for a Jordan, like, come on. And you can sell this for a quick 180, like real quick here in shop. Yeah, it's just better margins for us. So when I say don't get caught up in the hype, that's what I mean. You don't have to buy all those hype shoes just to say that your shop is different from others, because everybody's different. Everybody sells different shoes. We know what shoes sell fast for us. That might be different for another sneaker shop here in San Antonio. They might be moving all the heat.
Right.
We don't move a lot of heat, but when we do, I mean, we have it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
In general, it's like we always have to have something as well that anybody can afford and buy and easily, like, because nowadays a bunch of kids, a bunch of like younger generation kids are getting into the sneaker market, with us at least. And we're starting to catch on to that. Not everybody can afford a Travis Scott right now. Not everybody can afford an Off-White, so on and so forth. So we decided to have those $150 to $250 shoes available in men's sizing and kid sizing, for that matter. So having something available for all people is something I've learned. So that brings us to point number 2, having something affordable for everyone inside of the shop. He's brought it up to me that we want to start dropping merch, especially that's affordable to everybody, to not only 1, support us and get our brand out there, it's free advertisement, and 2, just those people that just want to buy something in the store and feel like they want to support us. Yeah, they want to support us. They just want to buy something and say they got something from Countdown, you know what I mean? And we appreciate those supporters that are asking us, hey, do you have any more merch? I'm like, man, I feel disappointed sometimes when we don't have a t-shirt or a hat or something to sell them, but we're working on that. But yeah, that's something I've learned, is to try to have something available for everybody, whether if it's $100, $200, just so they can purchase a sneaker and look nice and fit in with their friends and all of that.
Yeah, because how we started with your basic mids, your lows. That's stuff that was moving for us that we were getting for really cheap and making our profit margins. Again, our profit margins are always $60. and up. So when we say profit margins, you want to see what you're buying the shoe at. So if you're buying a shoe at $100 and you're selling it for 150 to 180, there's a certain percentage that we want to meet, and that's what we hit. So if we understand that if we're buying into a shoe come release day, we're gonna wait until the market settles. So for something like the Alma 4s, like I wanted to buy all of them, but RJ is always telling me, let's wait until they come into shop, let's wait until the market goes down a little bit, because you got to remember, when the shoe just dropped, the shoe is hot, everybody wants it. But then you got to remember, in a month, 2 months, it's just going to go down, and then probably another 3 months it's going to go right back up. So you got to know when to buy. It's like stocks.
The simple emoji that's on every iPhone, you'll see it literally goes up, and then there's always that point where it goes down. That point where it goes down is us as store owners. We try to like strategize and predict and wait. Like, all right, this is when to buy this sneaker at, because there's always that part of that emoji that spikes right back up. And you know, it's literally like stocks, but we do it on a whole smaller level with shoes. And you know, sometimes it's worth it. You know, we invested heavily in the military blacks when they were, you know, around the 300 to 80 range. And now look at them. Now look at them. They're pushing almost $500. You know, in some sizes. So. Yeah, grade school especially. We invested heavy in them on that low. And, you know, that's something that we decided to do. It's a black and white shoe just like the Panda Dunk is. We knew it's a Jordan 4. The Jordan 4s were on the rise, and now look at them today.
Jordan 4 is the new Jordan 1.
Yep.
So, for those that don't understand what that means, is Jordan 1s were the shoe that everybody wanted. Everybody needed a Jordan 1, whether it was a low, mid, or high. Everybody needed it. Nowadays, I feel like we're selling more 4s than 1s.
Absolutely.
So that's what we say, Jordan 4 is the new Jordan 1.
So what's number 3?
Number 3, we can talk about consignment.
Consignment, yeah, absolutely. We learned a lot about consignment. And a lot of people, you know, store owners around the city, those either probably lurking right now, hate on us doing consignment. For whatever reason, I don't know why you hate. I think it's cool that we have all of these options for customers to go through and shop, because I hated going to like a sneaker store and there's only like 1 or 2 or maybe even 5 sneakers in my size that I can shop for. Here at Countdown, I think there's like at least 20, 30 of every size, you know what I mean?
I have like 3,000 shoes in here.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, look at it. Where we're taking this video at right now used to be where our barber shop is and our little small vintage store inside of the store.
We had to kick everybody out.
There's shoes all over the place.
To the ceiling.
Yeah.
Like, literally to the ceiling.
So, and that's a good problem to have. You know, that the fact that all these people trust us, all these people like look forward to Mondays when we do our consignment payouts.
Yeah.
And I think we're making people a lot of money at the same time. I think the store's producing itself just off of consignment alone. It pays for all of the overhead, pays for all the employees, it pays for, you know, all the necessities that go into making this, you know, machine go. So consignment is definitely a beast, and if you don't have a software or a system in place, once you get to this level, I mean, the system we initially had in place would have gone, it did go to like the gutters immediately. So
the how we used to do it the first time was we literally would, a consignor would come in. So say RJ is one of the consignors here. He would come in, bring the store shoes. I would literally have a paper, and I'd write down every single shoe, the name, the size, how much we're gonna price it at. I'd have it all on a paper.
It was madness.
And every time it's sold, we'd highlight it.
And then we had to go into our Google Docs or Excel to delete it manually. It was a mess.
There was times where we would lose shoes. There was times where it's just a lot of stuff happened. We wouldn't highlight it, so we would have to backtrack. And
it's kind of unprofessional not being organized. You know, when a consignor's like, "Hey, I'm here to pick up my Jordan 1 or Jordan 4 infrared,"
you're like,
"Oh, it's not here." I guess we owe you money. Now here I am dishing out $200, $300 or whatever it is to a consignor because we lost their shoe or it's sold and we thought it was ours.
So we got away from that. We finally found a system that works for us. Again, not every
shout out AB.
Yeah, shout out AB. Exclusive Elements. Yeah, not every software is gonna do good for you. It's to each their own. Whatever they like or however they want to run their business, how they want to run their business. But we found out a system that works for us and we love it. We're not going back to anything else. We're not going to find anything else because right now that's what's working for us. We have an app for our consigners. Yes, we charge 18%, but our consigners understand why we charge 18%. As soon as your shoe sells in here, you get a notification. Every Monday is our payouts. What else?
It's just convenient now. You know, it's really easy for the consignor and for us.
You can check your inventory. It's an app.
You can see your payout history, all of that. Regardless, point number 3, consignment is worth it in our opinion. You know,
because you don't have a lot of bank unless you're a botter. Unless you know somebody that knows how to bot. Of course, you don't need consignment because now you're getting shoes for retail. But you got to remember, as a as a shop, we don't have unlimited money like that. I mean, we're not millionaires. We can't buy every single size. So what we started to offer was consignment. Now I feel like we're the #1 consignment shop here in San Antonio. Mind you, no shops did consignment here in San Antonio.
At least that we know of.
Yeah, that we know.
They say they don't, and I know for a fact a lot of people do.
When we got into it, a lot of people around the city started hating that we were doing consignment. They said that we were messing up the culture. But how we messing up the culture if we're helping the community sell their shoes?
Exactly.
They have a place to bring their shoes, and we sell it for them. Imagine you hitting a shoe for retail and you bring it to the shop. You don't got to meet anybody. You don't got to waste gas. You don't got to
get flaked on.
You're not going to get robbed. I'm not saying you are going to get robbed, but it's a possibility of all that to happen when you can just bring the shoe to us, let us handle it, and you get a paycheck out of it every Monday.
It's really convenient to have a place where people can shop these types of things.
Yeah.
That's why we decided to be one of like 5 different stores here in San Antonio, versus being just an Instagram account competing with hundreds, So I think consignment is worth it for us as a store because, yes, the 18% is what we charge. It goes a long way to pay for all of the things that we need to for the shop. And then 2, from the consignor standpoint, yeah, it's easy to sell items, Like keep in mind too that we don't have to buy the Jordan 1 mids, the Jordan 1 lows as a store. We just invest in like the newer releases, like the Lost and Founds, like the AMA 4s, and so on and so forth.
And our money goes into making the shop look better.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like our
Those
money.
of you, if you're still curious, we still haven't really paid each other a set salary or whatever per month. We're still trying to invest and make this thing beautiful and what we imagine it's gonna be one day. So keep that in mind. But the money in itself, like think about it. Why would I go out and spend $1,000 on mids? How many mids can I buy with $1,000? Maybe 9 or 8. Versus the consignor bringing them in, and I'm gonna let's say I bought a mid for $100, and I'm gonna resell it for $200, maybe $180, $160 for that matter. I'm only making that $50, $60, versus a consignor coming in and saying, hey, I want to make that $180. Okay, let me add 18% on top of that. We'll sell it in here for maybe $220. I'm still making $40 off of the shoe I didn't have to buy. The consignor's still making his $80 off the shoe.
It's no risk
consigning.
It's no risk for us.
It's a win-win. You know what I mean? It's really a win-win. A lot of consigners are here at Countdown, and we appreciate all of you that are probably watching us. Yeah, so
everyone.
We had a consigner that just always is trying to pay it forward himself. We don't want to put him on blast or anything.
But you know who you are.
Yeah, you know who you are, and we appreciate you. So consignment definitely number 3. What would you say number 4 would be?
How can you make yourself stand out?
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And how we make ourselves stand out might not work for everybody, but how we do it is customer service. Customer service is our bread and butter. As soon as you walk into these doors, me, RJ, and our employees, we're on top of it. I don't care if you think we're annoying, we're on top of it. No, we're not your car salesman trying to sell you a car, but as soon as you walk in, hello, how you doing? How'd you hear about us? Because you got to remember, they're coming and they're driving to us.
Mm-hmm. They're going out of their way. You can't just stumble into our store.
That alone makes our day. Because we're meeting new people, new faces, whether it's a homeless man. We've sold to a homeless guy.
Yeah, honestly,
crazy.
Yeah.
Whether it's a homeless man or these NBA players and football players, it doesn't matter who you are. You're gonna get the same customer service from each and every one of us as soon as you walk in this door.
Yep. I mean, A1 customer service is what we always will strive to do and give, and we're on our employees day in and day out. We take our Google reviews seriously. A lot of people just go on there and hate. Don't get me wrong. Like, you can't stop a hater, but somebody who legit has had a bad experience, we want to make it right. All of those things, so you shouldn't be able to walk in here without being greeted, for one. You shouldn't be able to walk in here to at least be asked, like, if you're looking for something specific or to try on a shoe and so on and so forth. We always try to make the customer experience as easy and convenient as possible.
If we don't remember your name, we're going to remember your face or what you bought. Because there's a bunch of people that came in here and we see them at the mall, at a game or anything. Sometimes we know them like, hey, what's up? RJ, and they're just like, man, you know my name.
Yep. Like, we are off Blanco and Jackson Keller in San Antonio, Texas. Unless you're driving somewhere in north central San Antonio, you'll see our store. 9 times out of 10, you probably found out about us on Instagram, saw us knocking off on TikTok and Facebook or what have you, and decided to come and visit us. You're not walking Ingram Mall, and with all the advantages that as a store up there has versus us,
You
where you can just stumble
them.
into their store or find out by shopping around, you know. That's an advantage those stores have, and you know, all glory to them, you know what I mean, power to you. But when a customer comes to our store, we know for a fact that 9 times out of 10 you found out about us and you decided to come and visit us. You didn't just stumble in here, you know what I mean. So we appreciate that. We appreciate all of our customers and all of our followers, and all of those things are straight up organic. People are like, oh, they probably bought followers too, this, that, and the other. And I think that pushes us on into point, what is this, 4 or 5 now?
Yeah.
Point
5
is marketing.
Social media.
Marketing.
Social media is free. It's free. Instagram's free. TikTok's free. Facebook's free. Everything is free on social media.
The go-to Jay said it best. It's like, when I first started my business, if I wasn't, or if not my employees weren't posting at least 100 times a day, we're doing something wrong. You know, putting yourself out there, exposing yourself, making yourself relevant, fresh in people's minds so they can come and visit you. You can ask this man. I'm posting consistently, even whenever I have things going on. I'm at home posting things, sharing the website that we just got up, countdownsa.com. Yeah, so all of these things, marketing. I can't express it hard enough. That is probably next to customer service at number 2, is marketing yourself. We're going to Spurs games, we're going to concerts with pockets full of flyers to hand out.
Whether you take it or not. Whether we give it to you, you throw it away, tear it up, you don't mess with us, I don't care. You saw our logo and you see it on Instagram later on, because what we do is we do buy the what's it called, promos.
Yeah.
Like we boost our post. We boost our post, so when you're scrolling through your IG, you're gonna see our logo. You're gonna
tailoring
see
hashtags, tailoring all these things so that you can, in San Antonio, you can find out about our store.
You're gonna see that. So when we go out and we step out, whether, like he said, whether it's to these NBA games, football games, any event, we're out passing out cards. I don't care. Like I said, I don't care if you just throw it away, whether you keep it and you find out about us later.
We got one of our guys, Luis, that's always just repping us at the clubs. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's his room, and that's where he decides to do it. But
we're a little older, so
we're family men now.
Yeah, we're family men. But yeah, Luis, man, shout out Luis. He's the one going out, you know, telling everybody about his people.
That man's a hamster on a wheel. I tell you that. That fool keeps going. He never stops.
He doesn't sleep. Yeah. So he has his people from the club scene coming here, and they're looking for him. Mm-hmm. Hey, by all means, we're fine with that. You know what I mean? So it's just how you meet other people, how you're gonna talk to other people. You can't just be like, here's my card. Like, no.
They come up to you like, hey, I like those Yeezys you got on, bro. I own a sneaker store. Come by and visit us sometime. That's probably how you found out about it. One of us giving you a card. And yeah, that's literally what we do. We see you with nice kicks out in public. Hey, I like those kicks, man. Come visit us sometime. Check out some more. We own a sneaker store.
So yeah,
it's really easy. That's all it takes. Yeah, it takes a little bit of stepping out of your comfort zone and approaching people. If you're not a people person, you're in the wrong business. I'll tell you that. So
don't be afraid to talk to people, because you're not gonna know who you're gonna meet. You don't know. We've met really close friends just by handing them a business card, man. Like, and we've met people that drop bags with us just by handing them a business card. Like, if we didn't do that, those guys wouldn't be here dropping bags.
I don't think Countdown would be here either.
Yeah, they wouldn't be dropping bags.
If we didn't do that. We just sat back and waited for people to just find out about us on Google or something.
No. Yeah. So again, social media, it's free. Take advantage of it. Like I said, Instagram, TikTok, whether you're goofing off, whether you're showing the shoe.
We're always knocking off.
Yeah.
You'll see one of our TikToks went viral, you know, some Kanye one.
Yeah, it doesn't matter if you're showing off, you know, a Panda, or it doesn't matter if you're showing off an Air Mag. I mean, content is content.
Content is content.
And that's why we're trying to get the YouTube going. We're close to 1,000 subs.
So take this moment to go ahead and subscribe down below.
If you're not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe.
We work hard on these videos.
Make sure you like and comment.
We try to make them more often when we said we were, and we didn't, but we still trying to hard.
It's just we got a lot of stuff going on. It's not just running a sneaker shop. I mean, there's a lot of behind the scenes that we have to do. You know,
of course, on top of our personal lives too. You know,
we also have a family. You know, I have a newborn.
Yeah, a new fresh dad right here.
So it's a lot. I don't get no sleep. But.
So I think that is valid for point number 6. Right? Would be work-life balance.
Yeah.
You know, that's important too. Don't get too consumed with taking this work home.
No. Once you're home, you're home.
You're not gonna. Rome wasn't built in a day. Put it that way. All right. So once you're at home. He and I try not to text each other. If we do, we're always just trolling each other or something. But talking work only when we're at work or whatnot, you know. Here and there, we'll talk like sneaker deals we see online or whatever. But at a minimal, try your best just to focus on your family and yourself if you don't have a family or whatever. But just in general, just when you're doing the shopping and all the works, you know, it's always going to be there right in front of you. And obviously focus on what's in front of you, your family, your friends, your dog, your cat, I don't know. But, you know, do something to help your mind, I guess, decompress after shoes all day,
and that's
or whatever you do.
That's why we have employees now. Like we trained our employees, one, to have the customer service like we have, and just treat people
with integrity.
Yeah. So once you get employees, it's a different ball game. Now we can take whatever days we want off. Mind you, like if you're taking days off consistently, it's just bad. You still want to build your brand.
You want to lead by example.
Yeah, you want to build your brand. Imagine me and RJ always being off and we just have our employees here. Like, I don't think we would be going the way we're going right now.
The work ethic that we got to is just not in us to do something like that. And granted, if that's you and you've already built your business to run itself and you can take vacation as your vacation and not worry about your store, congratulations, you made it. You know what I mean?
Put it this way, me and RJ
you should be making a video.
Put it this way, me and RJ will never be satisfied.
Exactly.
Never be satisfied.
Exactly.
We're always trying to do bigger and better.
And that's anything, whether it goes from marketing, customer service.
We're trying to find ways on being better.
Consistently trying to grow, you know, so. But point number 7, I think we've hit a lot of major things, but point number 7 being professionalism, in my opinion. You know, I've learned that a lot from being in the military. Customers out there, they don't know you. They don't know how you really are. They don't know your all they can see is just you behind a counter or greeting them at the door or what. But that goes alongside with the customer service aspect of things. But being professional on platforms when people are hating on you and have a lot of negative things to say about you,
don't respond.
And like trying not to clap back, basically. And 2, you know, in person, whenever people are, you know, trying to like probably say hi to you or whatever, just being professional and all of those things, that because you are a store owner and you are a business owner for that matter.
You have an image.
Yeah, you have a high standard you have to be at all times, because as soon as you mess something up, as soon as you slip up, or they catch you doing something you're not supposed to, you're not just a normal person. You know, you have your reputation, which is really, really fragile, behind you. Your store, your what you've built from the ground up right behind you. You know, you heard that saying, you can do 99 things right, but as soon as you do that one thing wrong, it'll stick out and shine brighter than the 99 things you did right. So take that in consideration, to be professional. We try, sometimes I get after our guys to play music that's, you know, with no cuss words or whatnot, because we want to make sure it's a family friendly environment. As soon as we start hearing something crazy, we're like, yo, let's change this.
Yeah.
It's unprofessional. Sometimes we'll throw on the games. Sometimes we'll throw the World Cup on, like we got on right now, just to make it a vibe, you know.
Even our employees, you know, acting crazy. Like, there's a time and place for everything. Like, when we're slow, of course we can knock off. You know, me and RJ are not serious at all. Yeah. Like, if you know who we really are, like, we troll way too much. Yeah. But when it's time to get stuff done, mind you, we're like this. We're like we're horses with blinders on. Yeah. We can't see what's on the side of us, what's behind us. We just see what's in front of us. Yeah. So there's always a time and place for everything. Like RJ said, you know, you gotta have that. What do you say?
Professionalism.
It's like RJ said, you gotta have that professionalism.
Yep.
So
all this stuff's not gonna sell itself at the end of the day. You know, it lasts too for the next person that's gonna come back and visit us a second, third, or however many times in the future. So we want to create good, lasting impressions as soon as they walk in and out that door. And yeah, that's, like I said, professionalism goes alongside
customer service. Professional. That's everything. We can, as you can see, we keep going back to customer service, because customer service is the number one thing. If you don't have that, you lost business.
Yeah, you gotta be a people person.
We've been to malls and we've been to certain stores where we walk in,
and we're not expecting to be like, oh, that's a countdown.
No.
Let's go talk to them. Like, no. We want to go up in there and like see how other stores interact and this, that, and the other. Maybe sometimes we want to support even. Yeah. So
we're not gonna name stores. There's no sneaker shops or anything. It's just a basic clothing brand.
Even retail these days.
Yeah, we went into a clothing brand store. You know, retail. We walked in. They just looked at us, didn't say anything. Even the people that walked behind us didn't say anything, and we walked right out. We're just like, you know what? We're not gonna support them.
Exactly.
So imagine you walking in to our shop and us not telling you anything. You're walking in, and if it's your first time, you're walking in, you're just like, where do I even go? Mm-hmm. Nobody knows we have men's on one side, youth on the other side. We have clothing and certain brands or something like
size
that.
Order or whatnot.
You have to tell all this to your customers, so that's where it goes back to customer service. We can talk about that all day long. We can talk about the whole video.
Yep.
But
where we at? Point 8, security. That goes into like a lot of things, from surveillance, from monitoring online sales and trying to prevent as much fraud from happening.
Credit card fraud.
We've gotten got before. We got like 2 or 3 times, let's just say that, and we're having to pay losses, pay consigners out for shoes that are lost, so we're out the product and we're out money, you know, as a store. We've taken a big hit early too as a new business.
We were 2 months in.
Yeah, I think it's in our old video too.
During Christmas, we were 2 months in. We got hit. We were excited because somebody came in, dropped like 15,000.
Dropped a bag.
We were excited.
We're not stereotyping. We're not like pointing fingers or like profiling anybody. We just thought they're here to spend money on a lot of shoes. You know, we're
2 weeks later, we got a charge back.
We're naive and we got our charge back.
But
you know what I mean?
You learn as you go. You know what I mean? So you learn from your mistakes. So 1, credit card fraud. Make sure
billing and shipping match on online selling, if you ever are doing that.
Even in store, make sure you check ID with the credit card. We weren't doing that for the longest time,
honestly.
So we started finding out about all this stuff. You know, we do our research as a shop, so what we should have done was check ID.
Yeah,
right?
Identity theft is a major thing, and even if you go to a store yourself and just make sure those people you're giving your information to are verifying the stuff for you. You know how many times people thank us for checking their ID with their card? Sounds weird, but like, oh, thank you for asking. Yeah. Why? Because they know that you're actually taking the time to make sure it is them and their card that they're spending their money with.
Yeah, we don't care if it's just like, oh, my mom's in the car. It's my mom's car.
Sorry, mom's gotta get down.
Come bring mom in, then. I'm sorry, or FaceTime
I'll go out there.
mom.
I'll go out there with you to go verify mom's mom. You know what I mean?
So yeah, make sure the ID matches the credit card or however they're paying. Another one, count the money. Mm-hmm. You can be shorted money, or they can give you
counterfeit.
Yeah, counterfeit money.
We learned a UV light.
Yeah,
we learned those markers. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, we learned different ways to check money. We learned the scratch. So for those that don't know, you can scratch the side of the like $20 bill, $50 bill, $100 bill. It's like the person and then the president. I mean, then they got like a little.
Who's on the 20?
I don't know. Benjamin Franklin?
No,
I don't know.
Benjamin Franklin's like the most obvious one.
That's 100.
Yes.
But anyway, yeah. So check your money, count your money because you might be shorted. Or you might be overpaid, and you gotta have integrity to give that money back.
Check your money, count your money, check the cards with the ID. Make sure there's a name on the card. Try your best not to accept gift cards unless they're a returning customer and you know them and you trust them like that, because even gift cards nowadays cannot be trusted. You know, a lot of people are going to Walmart, buying a Visa gift card, loading it up with a fake credit card, paying it that way. You know, they can always do the chargeback on that, but they still have the money inside of that Visa gift card. And, you know,
we got people coming in here like, yo, can I pay PayPal? Or just like, no, because you got to know PayPal you can charge back. Yep. And at the end of the day, yeah, we get the money, but in a week, what? We get a chargeback or whatever. It's
not worth it. Don't take the chance. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Just know that.
Take cash, take card. Those are 2 things.
Card with ID.
Yeah, card with ID.
And name on the card.
Those are the only 2 things you should be taking if you're a business owner in a store or just even a reseller. Yeah. Like, we heard a horror story on watches, a Rolex watch. Some dude sold a Rolex watch for $15,000 out in New York, and the dude gave him like $7,000.
Yeah, they put a couple hundreds in the beginning and at the end.
And then the rest all in ones, right in the middle.
Yeah, it kind of got
That's where it goes back to checking your money and counting your money. Again, not everybody has that integrity like we do. You know what I mean? There's going to be people that are going to be out there to just...
There's good people in the world and there's some bad ones.
Yeah, they're going to want to one-up you. You know what I mean? They're going to, watch, I'm going to get this shoe for free or whatever it is. But yeah, besides the point, security. Security is a big thing.
I'd say point number 9 would be into... that we've learned and grown into doing would be keeping a family-oriented type of environment. You know, we're always trying to look out for our employees and their well-being, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, they're not just machines out there for you, working for you. They're actual people, you know. For the most part, I got a couple of my family members even working underneath us and stuff, and that means the world to me to help my family and whatnot.
It's people that we trust.
Yeah, people that we trust. So find somebody you trust as an employee, make it a family-oriented type of vibe, look out for them. If they're sick or they need something, you know, you're their boss essentially. So you gotta make sure you're taking care of your people, because they're taking care of you whenever you're out having fun with your family or whatnot.
Yeah, there's stuff where we just say like, yo, we're gonna take you out to eat real quick.
Yeah.
Whether it's a pizza or whether it's going to a steakhouse.
We're about to bless them,
you know what I mean?
During this Christmas time. You know, we're gonna give back to them.
Take care of the people that take care of you.
Yep. So that's definitely point number 9. And I don't know how to close it out. What would you say?
I say the last one is have a vision.
A vision, yeah.
A
Be
vision.
motivated.
Know where you want to go in life, whether it's selling shoes or having a job, going to school, doing whatever you want. Have a vision.
Have goals.
Yeah, have your goals and strive for greatness.
Yep. Have a plan.
Just remember,
have goals.
Nothing's out of your reach.
Yeah.
For the longest time, me and RJ talked about opening up a shop, and we were supposed to do this, man, years ago.
Yep.
And it just came around full circle. Thank God we didn't do it, but it came around full circle. You know, we came back, we chopped it up, we did it.
Took a risk.
And nothing.
We didn't even know each other like that either. We just knew of each other for years.
We didn't think within this year, if you were to tell me, like, hey, James, in a year, we're going to be doing this, we're going to be here, I would have been like, dude, you're crazy.
Yeah.
Selling to famous people.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy.
You know what I mean? Like,
it's crazy, but when you sit back, or if you, during the process, if you just straight up do it without,
the right way.
Without like cutting corners, if you're doing it like if it was expected and confident, you know, it takes a certain breed to do things under pressure. I tell James all the time, you know, so it's one of those, you just got to be good at what you do, you know, perfect everything. Granted, everything's not going to be perfect, but try your best to, you know, always strive to grow and get better and better at what you're doing, at your craft. This is our craft right here, so I would say, you know, long term for us, we're looking at a bigger location, you know, so stay tuned for more updates on that. You know, new year, we're looking at hopefully new us, and more info coming on that very, very soon. But we're going to be checking out now. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Like this video. Subscribe to us, you know.
On the road to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah,
I think we're
right
like
there.
80 away.
We're right there, y'all. So if you like it, if you have any ideas of what you would like us to post or talk about next
Hit
time.
us in the DM on Instagram.
We're trying to be a little more organic and, you know, how we film in the shop, you know. So maybe we'll get some more interactions within the store. And yeah, that way.
Because this is pretty much a day in the life of me and you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So we can do a day in life of like how our employees work, what our employees do here.
Yeah. Be a lengthy video because, you know, sometimes this is dry and hanging out anyways, but, you know, why not?
It doesn't have to be in the shop. We can do vlogs and go out somewhere.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be cash out videos. I know y'all love the cash out videos.
Yeah.
We need to do a cash out video, but
SneakerCon coming back to San Antonio, so hopefully maybe there we'll get the next video going, but yeah.
But other than that, yeah, hit us up in the DM. Again, our tags, Steven will put them somewhere over here.
Just hit us up with any questions. We're always giving free game out.
Yeah, we just had one of the homies that used to be a consigner here just open up his shop.
Yep.
What, last month?
Yep.
And he had so many questions for us. He was scared on opening up a shop, and we told him straight up, don't be scared.
Take the risk.
There's times where you're gonna fall, but you gotta get back up.
Yeah.
Get back up on your feet. Don't quit. I mean, if you quit, I mean, that's on you. But I mean,
they're battle scars. You know what I'm saying? You always have those battle scars. A true warrior will always
take it on the
have
chin.
battle scars. Yep.
Take it on the chin. Get up. Do better.
Learn
Again,
from your mistakes.
Again, with us, you know, the scamming that brought us down. I mean, we lost a lot of money as a small business just starting for 1 to 2 months. I didn't even think we were going to get by. Honestly, I thought we were going to lose the business. But like I said, we took it on the chin.
God provided.
Yeah.
God provided at the end of the day.
God's always going to be in your corner looking out for you.
Yeah. Just
Like,
remember that.
everything that happens for a reason is God's plan. You got to remember that. We're not trying to get all religious on y'all, but, you know, everything that happens for a reason is God's plan.
Yeah,
you know, God has a plan for everybody. We don't know it yet. We don't know.
What we believe in, we believe God is faithful. He's going to provide. He's going to give us more than we need, and we know where we're going.
It's like that one quote, God gives his toughest battles to his strongest soldiers, right? Think about that.
Yep.
God gives his battles to his toughest soldiers.
Toughest battles to toughest soldiers.
Yeah, toughest battles.
He won't put you in a position you cannot handle. Just remember that as well. So lasting comments. We appreciate you. Thank you for following our journey. It's only beginning. Just know that, all right? So it's your boy RJ checking out.
Your boy James.
What way is it?
It's a countdown way.
All day, baby.
Peace.